Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Entrapment Championships of 2017. I am your host, slicedlime. We are still in the group stages of this tournament, and today it's time to take a look at the first group match in Group D. We are talking about IndianTechSupport taking on Berocraft. We'll have IndianTechSupport in red and Berocraft in blue. Both are three-person teams, but Berocraft has had a problem, and only two of the team players have shown up. This match is going to take place on the Mountain Wall Arena. We're joining in the action near the end of round 2. The first two chests have been TNT and Illagers. The Illager spawn chest, very powerful one this early in the game, and now Berocraft are building up a barrier around spawn, looking like they're gonna spawn something in. The countdown is happening. Mobs are being spawned in. The Evoker, all the Vindicators managed to spawn all of them and run away without taking a single piece of damage. And now the tech support team needs to figure out a way safely out of spawn. They're sort of building up an additional few blocks, making a run for it. Spikes are coming in from that Evoker, but they seem to manage to get out. Now they're being chased by a Vindicator though. They rushed right past the chest for this round being the Observer's chest. Totus Timma takes a piece of fall damage there, just half a heart, no real big deal at this point. They managed to make it safely into the arena, but Fabian has gotten stuck on a pillar. He has a Vindicators chasing him. He might have stopped to try to get at the chest, but now he's kind of stuck there. He might be stuck for the rest of the round if he can't figure out some good way of dealing with this. That Vindicator is right there. He's lucky it wasn't an Evoker, because the Evoker could have knocked him off fully. Making his way down. Is still right there though, so I don't know how he's gonna make it past. That's going to be a big problem. He's placing some blocks. The Evoker's he's fallen down. He's taking a big knock out of that Vindicator. 3.5 hearts down. Not a good start for him. And they're now being chased by a Vindicator into the arena. And they're running away. The time is about to switch. And he's stacked up again. Should be safe here for the rest of the round. There we have the switch. And now Berocraft needs to deal with their own trap. The Evokers and Vindicators are almost all still in the spawn area. They are closed in now though, so Berocraft can use IndianTechSupport's confinement job to go out, and they get the chest that IndianTechSupport missed. New chest for this round is on top of the hill though, that contains TNT minecarts. Lots of explosives at the start of this game. Now we're in round 6. Round 5's chest was bows and arrows, and this one is blaze spawners, and IndianTechSupport have waited really late to get theirs and do so when there's only 10 seconds remaining. Berocraft had a little bit more of a margin. They can spawn some in here. They do so. We have 3 blazes spawned in as IndianTechSupport joins in this arena. They do have the bows and arrows though, and still plenty of spawn safety at this point in the game, so they shouldn't have that big of a problem dealing with these blazes. That seems to be the case as well. They have now killed all of them. We can go out into the arena. Steps into the fire from one though and doesn't take any damage. He's lucky. The spawn safety effect is still on him at that point. Chest for this round is spider spawn eggs. We're now near the end of the round, and Roki on Berocraft has dug a long tunnel filled with redstone. It's hooked up all the way to the spawn area, and there's a couple of TNT blocks primed and set. We're coming up on the switch over, and they intend to switch it on with a redstone torch. Switch is happening, the signal is lit, and the TNT goes off. But of course IndianTechSupport was still inside of the spawn zone and didn't take any damage. They were still covered in the spawn safety. That was a good attempt though, and a large chunk of the spawn zone has now been blown to pieces. Berocraft are now constructing some form of enclosure around the spawn. They have 90 more seconds of round 8 to complete this, whatever it is that they were trying to build. They're using wooden planks for it, which is an interesting choice. Chest for this round is slime blocks, cobwebs, and ender pearls. Ender pearls, of course, useful to get out of a bind if you happen to be stuck in the spawn area in desperation, but also will deal damage as you use them, so a little bit of a dual-edged sword right there. It looks like this is just a build of whatever materials they happen to have. The top layer becomes a dirt layer, and then cobblestone on top of that. And they're gonna cover it over as well. There is a full enclosure of spawn, except the bottom layer jumps down, takes a heart of damage though, is now down 1.5 hearts in total. A little bit unnecessarily. He is now placing all the cobwebs up at the height of the spawn zone. This might just be a stalling tactic, but it could be an interesting one. We'll have to see how IndianTechSupport handles this. There's a lot of cobwebs going down here, so in combination with some other secondary element of this trap, that could be very interesting indeed. But it does depend on what they make out of it. Time is about to run out. There's 10 more seconds of this round. He's got the blaze spawn eggs, spider spawn eggs in his hand. Oh, there we go. Things coming in. Lots of mobs, like 3 or 4 spiders and 2 or 3 blazes as well, floating around the one exit from that lower area. And the spider has even made it up on top here. One of the blazes has set fire to one of the spiders. A little bit of a mishap there for them. The spiders, one remaining spider is trying to get in. Blaze fireballs hit the team. They're still in spawn safety for another 20 seconds, so it's fine. And they have a clear way out of this from just digging out those planks on the side, which they've done. In the other arena, there is also a trap, but a much more hidden one. Under the chest, there's actually the actual chest. This one is just a trigger for a TNT minecart that blows up and kills Roki in one strike. And IndianTechSupport have also managed to get out. We are now down 3 versus 1 with Wafflebee on Berocraft alone, but at full health. However, there's plenty of health to go around on IndianTechSupport as well. This is looking fairly grim for Wafflebee, who's probably missing his teammate now more than ever. Nearing the end of round 9, the chest for this round was right on top of spawn for Wafflebee, and it contained the lava buckets and magma blocks, and he has decided to make good use of those lava buckets covering up spawn. There's a lot of lava going down. One of the features of the map though is that lava that is directly outside spawn at a distance of at most 3 blocks get cleared. However, that means that there will be dissipating lava still around, and we've seen that be effective earlier on in the tournament, so why not this time as well? There is not that long left of the round now. Switchover is about to happen. He's been experimenting with some blocks here. The lava does get removed. There are mobs inside of the spawn area still that are sort of a free trap. There are spiders and blazes here still. The IndianTechSupport team now needs to get in there and clear them out. And they still have no idea that the area around the spawn is filled with the lava. So they are working on some different ways out. They've cleared out the mobs from the bottom section and now they're opening up to the outside. There is still lava there though. They spot the lava and they manage to make a safe bridge out. So no damage dealt. Well done by IndianTechSupport, but a good attempt by Berocraft. We're now at the end of round 11. IndianTechSupport have put down their shulkers. 2 of them have been killed in internal fighting though, but the dispenser mechanism in the ceiling here is pumping out all of the rest of their spawns. The illagers that they kept from the very start of the game, all the spiders, the rest of the blazes. There are some endermites in there. There's all kinds of things. And this is going to be a very tricky one to deal with for a single player. Wafflebee who's all alone on Berocraft. This spawn area is just covered, and if he doesn't have some material left to kill off many of these mobs quickly, he's going to be in a big load of trouble. Timer is ticking down. He will only have 30 seconds of spawn safety. Here we go. The switch over is happening. And he has to deal with these quickly now, because the spawn safety is going to count down quickly. He's making an attempt, and the blazes are putting all kinds of mobs on fire as he is approaching. That is actually really good for him. That's giving him a fighting chance. There's still so many mobs left though, and the spawn safety timer is ticking down. He's attacking them from different sides, trying to get some of them to die. He's placed down a lava bucket to light some on fire. Blazes won't be affected though, and now the spawn safety is up. The world border is coming in. He's taking ticks from the mobs, ticks from the fire and the world border, and GG. IndianTechSupport claims its second victim.